showtime.
OnlySlabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's Saturday, and that means once again it's a time for another exciting episode of Only Slabs. But Only Slabs isn't a one-man production; it's a two-man duo. Matter of fact, it's a Comic Book Community Award nominated duo. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris the Comic Vet. How the hell are you, good sir?
Living the dream. How are you?
Living the dream. See, I usually
Yeah.
say I'm just living a dream, and when I find out whose nightmare it is, I'm going to beat them. And
So living the dream, but don't be afraid to wake me up.
please wake me up.
How are you, Rob?
Well, I'm Ducky. Thanks for asking. I'm excited. We have a guest today whose collection on Instagram impresses the hell out of me, and I was really happy when he responded and agreed to come on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, Andres, Things and Thangz. How you doing there, sir?
Doing all right. Doing all right. How are you doing?
We're happy. We're happy to have you, sir.
Welcome to the show.
Before,
Happy to be here.
yeah, well, great. Let's get so before we get to you and your books, we do have our normal housekeeping we have to take care of. We do have to say hello to the chat, which we'll do in a second, and we'll the little piece of news bit, and then we'll get to you and we'll have you show off some of your books, and we'll go through that journey. We'll pause halfway. We'll do ourselves a giveaway. And we'll continue on, and we'll do another giveaway at the end of the show. For those folks also playing along at home on the at-home edition and don't know how the show goes by now. But let's first remind everybody, of course, that this channel, 100% of the channel revenue generated by this channel goes to Comics Curing Cancer. That's all the ads, memberships, merchandise sales, super chats, etc. So super chat away because it all goes to help fight cancer. Of course, with that, our big push is coming October 20th through 22nd. Comics Curing Cancer is coming here, the big virtual event. Special guest auctions, art, all kinds of stuff. Some of the stuff is coming in. If you have an item that you'd like to donate that's suitable for the auction to help raise for the American Cancer Society, please reach out to us at Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram, or you can reach out directly to me. We have till we're trying to get everything in by October 12th, so we can go ahead and get that all out there, and everyone knows what's coming up. Of course, last year we raised $22,000 for Comics Curing Cancer. This year, the goal is higher. We still have some big announcements that we haven't yet been able to release, but we're really excited that this year 22 is smoked. It's going to be behind us. That's going to be great. The channel members, of course. Oh, what the heck? I'm missing a slide all of a sudden. One of the slides dropped off from my upload.
Oh, Rob.
So hilarious. I don't know how that happened. So now I'm befuddled. I'm trying to find my stupid slides all of a sudden to re-upload the right one. There we go. All right, it's loaded up. All right. Yeah, I got it. I'm done, just like that. Slide one. Here we go, guys. Let me thank all the channel members who, of course, the channel membership, their $2.99 a month goes to Comics Curing Cancer every single month. It helps to nibble away at our goal. The Comic Vet, Travis Vick, Six Face, Son of a Bruce, Stephen C, Actual Dracula, Jack B Comics, PSN Green Hulkster, Digger Jim 720, Blue Hellion Comics, Legion of Comics, Comic Ozzy, Flo Dameron, Beckerman, Dr. Von Hoots Comics from the Spiral Dimension, DJ Links, Comics by the Bay, Sector 2815, The Real James Willie, Dale of Suspense, The Comic Viking, Gary B, The Casual Comic Guy, Tate Prime, Marty Aleko, Chaos and Comics, Justin Birch Comics, Trev the Shipping Guru, Circumstances, Remy Q Studios, Comic Journey, Matt 268, Comics with Murdoch, Austin LeMay, Comic Man Andy, Mad Spidey, Cup of Comics, Burke Family 54 Comics, Switch Comics, Ben Parker Comics, Seth 11, Hulk Collector 82, TM Nerdy, Brian LCS, Izzyverse NYC Comics, A Comic Bookworm, Chuck Hensey, Lone Eagle, Comicverse, Gene Below, Triple G Comics, Cat Fan Comics Man, Noggin Comics, Aggressively Relaxing, Collectible Inc., Dead Man, Dagger Comics, Philtastic Comics and Art, Mr. Comics 89, and Lisa Noble. Thank you all so much for your channel membership. If you don't see your name there and it was there previously, that's because your membership has expired and you've dropped off the list. And don't forget, now's a good time to sign back up as a channel member, because you want to be a channel member during the September 30th, because those channel members on September 30th get an extra entry potential, or at least one guaranteed entry into the big 1,500 subscriber giveaway, when we're giving away an ASM 298 and 299. Thank you, Chris. Because we're now at 1,500 subscribers. We thank you very much. It's my way of appreciating you. There's a video pinned on the channel that tells you what you need to do to enter. And of course, channel members get an automatic entry or potential second entry, because membership has its privileges. Woo. All right, we did that. Let's say one last thing, and then we can get into some books here. And that is, of course, we have to play Romper Room.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
And yes, of course, we hope they are. And here's Las Crucius. Hooray! How you doing there, Las Crucius? Marty Aleko, he's saying happy Slabber Day to everybody. Slabs fans from Cup of Comics. Dead Man from the UK, same slab time, same slab channel. Absolutely. Sorry, that hurt. No, I thought that was great. I know what you're talking about. Jean Malo, good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Shop and Drop, how you doing? Let's see who else is here. We got Cat Fan Comics Man. Hello. Hello to both of us. I can't even say my own name. There you go.
All good. It's all good.
What is it? This is Evil's Comics. Thank you for being a new member. Appreciate you joining there, sir. Let's see here. Mad Spidey from Australia. It's really early in the morning for him. In case you didn't know, things. It's 4:30 in the morning. He gets up every Saturday.
Big fan.
Show. So we really appreciate. Yeah. PSN Green Hulkster, how you doing? Yo. See Marty Aleko here, and let's see.
So
Charmaine Deacon.
Right now, we're at 3 countries around the planet that are watching right now. Just heads up.
4.
What's the 4th? UK,
U.S., Canada, UK, and Australia.
All right, there's 4.
In case you weren't counting the U.S. or counting Canada.
I wonder if Las Cruces is from Las Cruces, because that's where I'm from, is New Mexico.
Yes, that's where he is.
Oh,
that's
okay.
where he's from.
That's where his mail goes.
Okay.
Rob thinks allegedly he's there.
I think he's in the witness protection program. Sector 2815. How you doing there, Paul? Happy to have you with us there. Guys, make sure if you don't check out Paul's show, Guess That Key. It's a fabulous show. Make sure you guys are checking that out. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Joseph, Adventurous Joe. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Dr. Von Hoots, Comics from the Spiral Dimension. Absolutely. Unfortunately, I was supposed to record some with him today, but once again, it appears that perhaps my package that I shipped to him was detained by customs. Every freaking time. Anywhere else in the world I ship, no problem.
But you're going to have a word with the king and get that figured out.
I don't know what they think. The package coming from Northern California must contain something. It's labeled with snack items. So why would you need snack items?
Rob, when Her Majesty was still alive, did you still have those same issues, or has this been under Charles?
It's been ever since.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's just a monarchy in general.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I think so. I think they just don't like me. They know that my family was here and fought against them back then. Way. I don't know. Sweden's in the house. There you go. There's country number 5 for you, sir.
Jesper.
Chop and Drop. How you doing? I already said hello, Chop. No, that's okay. We'll say hello again. Hello, Green Machine. Larry. Hey, how you doing there, sir? Happy to have you with us. Trev, the shipping guru. Man, we've got all the nominees, I think, for channel supporter just about in the house this morning. That's great. Austin LeMay, how you doing there, sir? Happy to have you with us. Austin LeMay donated the cover art, the original cover art for his exclusive variant for the Salve, the Illuminati variant. that original cover art will be available during Comics Curing Cancer. We thank you so much for your generous donation there, sir. Wayne Deacon is here. Hello. Scotland is in the building. There you go.
That's 6.
Let's see. DJ Links. He thinks that Brooklyn is his own country. So, 6.1. Let's see who else. Lone Eagle, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? I don't know if I ever said hello to Fuzzy Dunlop, but we'll make sure we get a Fuzzy Dunlop.
It's a great handle.
I know, right?
Yeah. Wire.
Kenneth Bird. How you doing? Happy to have you with us here. See, this is part of YouTube requirements. We have to say hello to the chat, and it gets it can get. We have to try to make sure we get to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a kind of a YouTube law. Marty Aleko, thank you so much for the $2 super chat for the cause. And of course, that means we have to pause our stuff here to give you the proper. I think we gave you the classic last time. So let's go with we haven't done this one in a while.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
Thank you so much there for the super
I was literally
chat.
going to say, let's pour a couple of champagne glasses out for Marty. That's a good choice.
Well, here we go. Another super chat from Evil's Comics. Thank you again. Kicks it ass, Rob. Yes, and Chris, say hi with some dollars. Thank you very much again. Going to Comics Curing Cancer. Here you go, sir. Thank you so much there, Evil's Comics, and thank you for becoming a channel member. Let's see, who else was finish this up here? Say hello to everyone else. 25K, and let's go. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for dropping that link to the Comics Curing Cancer there. The Mad Respect, good morning, community. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us today. Happy to have you with us. Who else we got here? Okay, there's Evil's as a new member. Mrs. Von Hoot's here. There you go. I don't know if I said Dale of Suspense. If not, Dale of Suspense, how you doing? Let's see here. Kenneth Brown again. I'm thinking that we might have gotten just about everybody. Channel recognizing our channel member for 8 months. That's congratulations there, sir. That's absolutely. Johnny Five Alive is here. Yo, how you doing there, sir? Thank you for joining us. And it jumped, it blinked, but I think we're still scrolling. Efren's here, Past Point Comics. Thank you very much for joining us today, Efren. Efren had a great episode not too long ago with us here on OnlySlabs.
Yep.
Wow. Now I know I'm behind. I just got to the thanks from Paul for plugging his show. Peter, Triple G Comics here. No show today, so we have a little bit extra time. We don't have necessarily our hard stop as usual. Of course, we'll miss seeing us over on Peter's channel today. The real James Willie's here, as opposed to that fake James Willie who's been running around terrorizing people. Comic Cap Collectibles. How you doing? Man, so many people here. This is great. Good dude. Steven C's in the house. Oops, where did it go? No, I did click on it. Good. It blinked on me, and I thought as I clicked on it, it might have shifted, but not. Couching and slouching with the Sea Bizzle. He's in the house.
He must be a happy man after Thursday night.
Yeah, Legion Comics is here.
Mark.
PSN Green Hulkster flexing his 8-month muscle.
That's awesome.
And Bobby's here. Hey, how you doing there, Bobby? Thanks for joining us here. And I think we've gotten to the end of the live chat. Woo!
Wow.
All right. So
here we go.
We're ready to crack into some books here and to tell a story. Before you show your first book, though, as we move you into the position of power. Why don't you introduce yourself and what got you into comic book collecting, or when did you start collecting comic books?
Yeah, definitely. So my name's Andres. This is my son. It's little Andres. I go by Thangz on Instagram. I've been collecting probably since 2019, not too long. I used to collect a little bit as a kid, but nothing like crazy. Just, bought a few books here and there. But I think like it started with a lot of the movies that were coming out and stuff like that. And it kind of got me like interested. And it was like, I think my wife was the one who told me at first. She was like, hey, there's these groups on Facebook that are doing like selling and trading. And when I had already kind of got into it a little bit, I seen all that. That's like what made me go crazy. I was like, oh my God. And then like seeing, Silver Age and, modern and golden. And so it just steamrolled from there. And that's pretty much got into it.
Next thing you know, you're down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. That's another crazy thing is it's like a crazy rabbit hole of like, wow, there's, pre-code and,
Yes.
good girl art and a bunch of different things. Like, I think we all start with superheroes, but then we'll kind of like go into a different direction.
Yeah, you find you still, as you gain your exposure, you start to find different things, and you open up to. I know this is the worst thing for this show for me, is having people come on and bring all these different things, and all of a sudden I find all these new comic books I didn't realize that I had to own. That just do their part to keep me poor.
Yeah, you're all seeing stuff. I swear every day I see stuff that I've never seen before, and I'm like, whether it be modern or golden age, I'm like, what the heck? Like, how have I never seen that cover before? Even it could be some Amazing Spider-Man or whatever, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, that's so awesome. I gotta have that. And that's the one thing that's bad about comic book collecting is like FOMO is crazy. It's like it hurts your pockets, like definitely.
Yeah, that's I think a part of the evolution of collecting. It's very early on. It's very easy to get caught up in the FOMO, but then slowly, as you become more accustomed to what's going on and more a more educated collector, it's easier to resist. But every once in a while, it still bites you. You just that gut, like, oh, I want that, and I gotta have. Let me go get it right now because.
100%. Especially with Golden Age 2 and like some of the books that might be like kind of on your list and you're like, oh, I've always wanted this book, and then find or something, or somebody might have one for sale. I gotta have it because there's only 20 on the census or whatever the case may be. So you're just like, you
don't know when it's gonna be up again.
Yeah, exactly. So these Golden Age ones, that's kind of why GPA doesn't matter too, because it's based on the fact that it's like you want it. You might not be able to get it again. You better just pay whatever they're.
Yeah, they sell so infrequently. We talk about it because every once in a while we'll highlight some current costs on some books and stuff.
Right.
And Silver Age and beyond, pretty easy for the most part. But we start getting to Atomic Age and Golden Age and stuff like that. The number of books and the frequency at which they sell is so infrequent that oftentimes you're like, okay, well, this is a 3.0. Well, the last sale is an 8.0 from 4 years ago. Exactly. How do you equate that? The market's completely, and it really doesn't matter. It's how does somebody want it? How much are they willing to pay? And how motivated are you to move the book? But
also, too, you could be the richest person, and just because you have all this money doesn't mean that you could get, because some of these books are so rare, to try to find, to pinpoint where they could be. And even if you made people stupid offers, some people hold their books near and dear to them where they're
not for sale. Yeah.
So, it doesn't really matter about money sometimes too. It's just like being at the right place in the right time sometimes too. So.
Yeah. Sentimental value always oversees, recent sales or anything that's cash in your hand. Like if it's something that was handed down from someone in your family, it doesn't really matter. You're going to hold on to it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So speaking of being at the right place at the right time, all our guests are at the right place, and I think now's the right time to reveal your first book. What a segue. It's like I'm a pro.
So the book that I just recently got, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Yaniv. He's Stray Flexin. He does like a bunch of He actually was able to fly down and bring this book to me. Captain America #1.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh my God! The first book up is first cap.
So this one is restored, but the reason that I like this book a lot is if you take a good look at it, it doesn't really. It's almost like they conserved it. Most of the restoration is going to be here on the spine. So if you look at it, you can still see little tears, and it still holds like the integrity of the book. It doesn't look like just painted where everything looks so white and bright. I mean, I really, really like this book a lot.
Who doesn't like a book featuring Hitler getting punched in the face? Come on.
Hitler cover, first Red Skull, just such an amazing book.
And the thing is, every time that we've had this book just a small amount of times on the history of our show, but every time someone shows this book, it catches me off guard how incredibly detailed everything is on that cover. There's just so much going on other than obviously Steve, showing Hitler who's boss with the right hand. But there's just so much going on there. It's such a great cover. Normally, I don't do this right off the bat, but Andreas, would you mind reading us what's on the right side of that label?
Yeah,
the introduction.
Origin and first appearance of Captain America, Bucky, and Red Skull.
Beautiful.
Ease us in, wouldn't you? Yeah, no, Mad Spidey, no foreplay today. Just
we're just giving her.
The next one,
great grade.
Yeah, right. Oh, I guess they're asking about the restoration. Was it just color, a little bit of color touch on the restoration?
So the restoration on this one is color touch, pieces added, and tear seals reinforced, glossed.
So it was a little bit. So it was a mixture of conservation and a little bit of stuff. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Person, like I said, it's most. I think the spine at one time might have been like shredded. That's where most of the restoration.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
But
cool.
Look at the rest of it. It's not.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
When you talk about a book from that age, I have no problem with a purple label.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, I was like everybody, and I didn't want restored books. But once I started trying to get some of these golden age keys, unfortunately, I don't have the means to be able to afford like a blue label. Maybe one day, or if I had maybe sold or compiled all my books into like one book, maybe I could. But I like having like more of a collection, so I don't mind the restoration at all. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. Right. Certain things used to, but now I don't care.
Jean, no, green label is not incomplete. Green label is going to be a qualified grade. So in the case of a book, like say the most common one you see a lot of time is Incredible Hulk 181. If somebody has cut out the marble value stamp and they grade the book as if that wasn't cut out, they'll give it that green label. So it's like, hey, the book, aside from this one issue, is an 8.0, but otherwise it's a 0.5 because it's incomplete, or a 1.8 because there's a hole in the panel or whatever they want to give it. But
buried pages too, and I think like if there's like a popped staple sometimes, or like just
replace staples, or sometimes
the blue label lower grade or the higher grade green label.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Next one, I'm going to do Green Lantern #1.
Oh my God.
So.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This one isn't restored. This one's a 3.0. First.
Oh my God.
Self-titled Green Lantern.
I can think of 3 people in the chat that may have just fallen out of their chair. We have never, ever had this book on this show before.
That's awesome.
That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous.
No, there's like a really bad glare. I'm trying to do it out.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. That is phenomenal. My goodness.
And it has a tear right here. It's hard to see, and I think that's what knocks it down, because like so there's 2, they're like, how is that a 3.0 with that black cover? And if it didn't have that tear, it would be definitely a lot higher.
Oh yeah.
Andres, what's the release date on that book?
This one was fall 1941.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Retold bios and photos of Bill Finger and Martin Odell, Molten Marston photo.
That is
Legion of Comics. Oh, it has a tear. It's garbage.
3.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, from 1941 has a tear. Meh. My goodness. Wow.
And
Oh,
speaking of Green Lantern, here's the first appearance of Green Lantern.
Oh.
Oh, God, Peter, hit me!
Yeah!
Ow!
My
So this one,
God.
I think they're right. I am going to run out of clips at this rate.
we're gonna have to just take it easy and pay respect to these books.
It's good. No,
But
yeah,
without
yeah.
a clip, yeah. Don't be offended if we don't always play a clip every time you show something. My goodness, that is incredible.
yeah, this I always wanted to get it regraded just because, like, the restoration, it says that it just has glue on the spine of the cover.
Yeah.
And it's a 0.5. So, I mean, I've seen some books in similar condition, like, you know, bigger books like a Superman one. This is also an old label too. So
Yeah.
I potentially think that, like, if you remove the glue, you could get maybe a 1.0 out of it. So has a little bit of writing, like, right there and all this stuff, but.
Yeah, I think Dead Man's correct, and he just started 2019. Much respect.
Holy cow.
So Mark from Legion of Comics has a question for you, Andreas. Without ruining the show, do you have all American 1960 or pardon me, issue 61 off the top of your head? Okay, we'll save it. Okay.
Yeah. Too.
Mark's just going to go put his stretchy pants on.
Yeah. Would you mind reading us what's on the right side of that purple label? Just out of respect for that character.
This one says origin and first appearance of Green Lantern and full page ad for All Star Comics #1.
What a book.
Yeah, this is really rare. This one doesn't come up too much. Like, if you're a Green Lantern guy, this is one of those ones we're talking about that you won't really see too often,
Right.
just based on the fact that, like, that you'll see an Action 1 come up more than you'll see an All American 16.
Yeah.
Definitely wants to get in the superhero stuff.
A request from Efren if you wouldn't mind showing us the back cover, because sometimes some of these back covers or ads are fun. This one's not very fun. All right, now hear your own voice. Make your own recordings at home. There you go. That just tells you something right there. You know,
$2.
It was funny because when Yaniv had came down, we were talking about the ads, right? He was saying a buddy of him collects all the stuff that back in the day you could buy. Have you ever seen, like, in the back, there's like a like it's a blue desk. I think it's this on my Cap One watch. Let me see. Yeah, this. He said his buddy has that desk.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that's an awesome thing to collect, and it's a little something different because, you know, but it's funny, all these things that they could buy for. I think there's like a little like a spider monkey you could buy for like $5 or something.
Fuzzy Dunlop says he's not usually attracted to men, but after tonight he might change.
All right, so the next one, I'm gonna go with some silver. Amazing Spider-Man #1.
This is a letdown at this point. Really? What world do we live in where with 2 Spider-Man fans, ASM 1 is a letdown book?
Oh, man.
I didn't bring silver. I only bring like 5.
I'm jesting. Yeah. That's great. We're both huge Spider-Man fans, so it's oh my goodness.
Yeah, and
pretty nice presenting 202.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible. Second appearance of Spider-Man. Love it.
Facts.
And I think this one.
Frig.
So,
oh my.
It's a but it's complete. I think it just got a 0.5 because the spine is kind of shredded on this.
I would have no problem bringing that into my home at a 0.5. I'll be honest. It could be an NG. It wouldn't matter.
So it still has good colors. This was actually like the first big books I ever bought. I remember I was so excited when I got this one. It was like a good day. I made a relationship with this guy. I actually bought a bunch of other keys from him, like FF5, FF1.
Right. So you were saying, did you?
What's that?
Andres, did you just purchase this straight up, or was it a part of a trade? Like, did you pick it up at a con?
This one I found it on eBay, and then I kind of started talking, and then we ended up doing business outside of eBay, and then, like I said, we just kind of became friends, and he had silver stuff. Like I said, I had got an FF1, FF5. Oh, the Amazing Spider-Man, actually, I got from him too. Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing
Wow.
comic book community is.
This chat is, I'll tell you, you have the chat going crazy,
Yeah.
which is phenomenal. Although I would just want to say to the chat, hey guys, in all fairness, if you had looked at the teaser clip, he was reading Marvel Comics 1. So, I mean, come on. Don't be too surprised here.
Like with the Human Torch, not that Human Torch, the Human Torch, right?
Yeah, I was doing a thing for a while, like, some of the books that I had that were raw. I was like, because I see people posting pictures on Instagram of like them like reading a book. So I had books that were raw, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do them with like some like books that some people would be a little bit more scared to touch. So I was doing like I have like a flat one I did it with like ASM 129 stuff like that. But it was a lot of fun. I ended up just stopped doing that, but yeah, it was fun. So the next one is going to be Detective Comics 31.
Oh my God. Oh,
holy cow. Wow.
So this one, unfortunately, though, out of all my books I'm pretty sad about, is coverless. And the reason I'm sad about it, I'm happy I own the book, but like this book is one of the ones that's about the cover. So like I really wish I could have got this one with the cover. But I'm just happy that I own it. One day I'm sure I could, upgrade, but.
So this is a photocopy cover, or?
Yeah, so this one, yeah, but I like how they did it. They actually did a good job. They kind of aged it a little bit. So it doesn't look like it's just like bright white.
Okay. So, I'll be honest, I thought you were going to say that it was missing pages and that's why it qualified as an NG. But yeah, they did. You're right. They did a fantastic job by aging it to look like, it could have been from that era.
And they put the wrong, so this is like an original back cover, but it's the wrong one. So the notes say coverless, front cover is a color copy, wrong back cover, tape on cover, and 2 extra staples added after manufacturing.
Incredible. What was the release for this book? Was this 1939?
September 1939.
Yeah.
Classic cover, first Batplane, first appearance of the Monk, and Julie Madison.
Oh.
Mark from Legion of Comics is asking if you were into collectibles before comics.
Yeah, I have been. Like, I mean, I think like when I was growing up, like my mom kind of got me like into antiques and stuff like that. So I've always like had like a passion for like older things. Like I collect old cars too and stuff like that. So I do.
Now, do you restore those or do you leave them unrestored?
Both.
Okay, so some purple labels, some blue labels. Got it. See, same thing for comics.
Yeah, with cars it's different when you restore them. Most people want them restored. So,
yes.
but there is still a group that's the other, right? And so that's why I always find it. I always love the analogy with comics and cars about old cars and whether or not you restore them or whether or not you clear coat them and leave the patina and all that other stuff.
Yeah, if they have like 20,000 documented miles and they have all the paperwork showing every oil,
right.
People love that stuff. They'll sell way more than one that's a lot prettier.
Mark, I have a passion for old things too. I plan to open a nursing home.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the next one is going to be Detective Comics 168. This is first Red Hood and Origin of the Joker.
Phenomenal. Timeless cover as well. Wow.
Yes. Holy cow. Is that a 6.0? Is that what it was?
Yeah, this one's a 6.0 restored.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. Again, no problem with restored here.
Yeah, a lot of my books are going to be restored. I'm just telling you guys right now, that's the only way.
Nobody, again, anybody who cares, they can leave now. It's like, just,
Andreas, who is the creative team for this particular issue?
So this one has Bill Finger's story, Dan Barry, and Bruno Premiani art.
Okay.
Lou Sayer Shorts cover and art. First appearance of Red Hood Identity and Origin of the Joker.
Yeah, iconic. Fantastic.
Now, Efren was on recently and had a amazing collection. He's asking, do you let your family touch your books or do you hover over them sweating profusely?
I could touch whatever he wants. That's the good thing. Like me and him built a good relationship. Like he goes to all the cons with me and stuff like that. So, you know, he's a lot involved in it too. He doesn't like he has his own collection of comic books too. Obviously, this will probably be his if he wants them whenever I'm old. But he has his own stuff too. He really likes Thor, and he likes like Silver Surfer 4 is like his favorite cover. So I got him a nice higher grade of that.
Nice.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, that's an awesome one. All right, so I'm gonna stay Detective Comics, and this is Detective Comics 66 for Two-Face.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Love that walking the tightrope.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can walk a tightrope though with that much slack in it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not an expert, and I'm sure that Robin was the acrobat.
Yeah,
Robin looks like he's in trouble there.
yeah.
Wow.
And then the last, well, I think I might have another one, but first appearance of the Joker. Oh, this one's definitely a nice one.
Oh my goodness.
Now, this one I
my
think is a
goodness.
first, Chris. I don't recall us ever having Batman 1 on the show.
Oh,
I feel like I've seen so many facsimiles. I'm not sure, but yes, you're right. You're right. That is
Because I think the first Batman, you know, Deck 27 and Batman 1, I think both have eluded us. We've had the Action
Correct.
Comics. We've had
correct.
actually a surprising number of Amazing Fantasy 15s.
Yes, and
and
we've
all
had
the other stuff.
Detective
This is-
29, but never a 27.
Yeah,
That is phenomenal.
can't show because I think she has a Detective 27.
Who?
Nerdy girl. She didn't. show
She
her-
yeah, but she didn't bring it on the show. She showed us the Action 1. That was-
an action.
She brought a big book. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I think that episode she brought Action 1, Marvel Comics 1, and Startling Comics 49 in a 9.6.
She has some collection.
Yeah. But this is this is look at that pinup.
The autographs on the back.
Yeah. Back. Like how these even survive. Like if I was a kid, I would probably.
It says right on it, cut out and frame.
Right.
Yep, they're telling you to cut it out.
No.
Would you mind reading us the right side of that label, please?
Yeah, definitely. First appearance of the Joker and the Cat, Catwoman, Hugo Strange appearance, Batman and Robin pinup on back cover.
First Joker.
Second underwear change incoming.
Phenomenal, man. Incredible. Good for you.
Thank you.
I love this that John Comics with Kids just walked in and says, "What's up, gang? We're showing off Batman 1. You don't even know what you've missed already, man."
We're knee deep
John,
in it
you're
now,
gonna need to
John.
go back and watch the rewind because
Find it, yeah.
yeah, let's just say that the worst book shown so far was Amazing Spider-Man 1. Really, I mean that's
Coming
where
from
we're at.
Spider-Man fans, the worst book so far is ASM 1. Nah.
This is gonna be for that person that was asking earlier for the All-American 61.
Oh, there you go.
First
Wow.
Grundy right here.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. First Solomon Grundy.
Such a cool cover because it has like kind of that pre-code horror vibe with it.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, that's a nice creepy cover.
It's funny how he debuted with Green Lantern, but then it kind of seems like he's more of a Batman villain now, right?
Or Superman. Yeah,
There it is, baby.
he
Ruth,
spreads the
baby.
love.
It's
Baby
it's
Ruth.
rich and dexterous, baby.
Yep, Baby Ruth cookies.
That's right. I think I see more ads for Baby Ruth on Golden Age books where they actually try to get you to make their cookies out
Yeah.
of them that actually eat the candy bar.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
it's really bizarre, but
Wow.
holy goodness gracious!
And that's the first time we've had that book on the show. Oh my God, it's Shazam!
Oh. Well, you know what? I know this is a just slab it yourself. We'll allow it.
So this one, I put it in this little slab. This is one of the ones that I had posted, like of me reading it. This one's raw. So when I first bought it, the guy that I bought it from, he thought that it was what do they call a return copy? You know, where they like cut off the top of the.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, they cut them off to destroy them, and
yeah, because so the bottom half of this is original. The top of this is a photocopy, right?
okay.
The inside is completely completely complete. The inside is complete, and then the back cover. This is the way it's supposed to look, you know, from the back. But if you opened it up, the inside out is wrong. So this ain't the right back cover. If you saw that, you would think it was. But
so it's a merit. It's a merit. Yeah. Okay. So.
But anyway, he thought it was a return copy, right? And I did a little bit of research. I was actually able to find this. Just this bottom piece right here was sold on Comic Connect just by itself, just the cover. So I think the guy had maybe like a coverless copy, and then he was just kind of like trying to.
That would make some marrying some pieces together to.
Definitely.
That makes sense.
So is this a book you're considering sending in?
I mean, I would, but I mean, I'm not like a real big like grading kind of guy. I really don't care. Like, I honestly just put it in here just to kind of conserve it. Like, I like.
Yeah. Given that it's
protection.
A Frankenstein book and not the right cover and everything else, it's a no grade book, so you might as well just keep it in your own holder.
Exactly, it's gonna come back either like a 0.5 or like a no grade or something. So like, I don't care. I don't plan on selling it now. You know, if I got an upgrade or something, then I would, you know, probably sell it. So.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous Captain Marvel, regardless.
Awesome.
There's actually too about this book that when I was doing this research, if you ever look, if you could see right here, there's like a little red brick right here. If you ever look at other copies, there's like a blue stone right to the side of it, right? And I thought maybe because there's another, there's like an early reprint of it, and it has that blue stone on it, right? Well, if you look at some of the other ones, it must have been like a print, like a first print, second print. If you ever have time, look at Wiz Comics #1. You'll see some with a little blue stone right there, and then some without it. I honestly was like wondering about that, and I never knew until I started really looking at it, because I was buying this raw. I wanted to make sure, you know, I was buying, you know, the seller was a good person, so I knew he wasn't trying to sell me nothing. But I just was trying to really do my research, and that's what made me. I talked to Steve from Steve Borok. I talked to him too.
Yeah.
And, he was the one who was like, we were kind of talking about that stone too. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Steve White.
So the next one is going to be Captain Marvel Adventures #1. The first self-titled Captain Marvel book.
That is incredible.
So some people don't know there's actually a book that came out before this that was like completely dedicated to Captain Marvel. But this is the one that's completely dedicated, plus is, you know, self-titled as well too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Captain Marvel Adventures. Oh, look at that.
That's a pretty cool back cover too.
Nice right hook being thrown right there. Very nice. Awesome.
Oof.
And then the next one is gonna be my Marvel Comics #1.
Oh my god.
There we go, kids, ladies and gentlemen.
This is it.
Smoke if you got 'em.
So this one I bought coverless. It is complete, but I really, and it was slabbed when I bought it. I bought it from Heritage. I put the original label in it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to put it with the cover. I did. I didn't want to leave it the way it was. So I cracked it out of the slab, and that's the picture that you see of the thumbnail of me reading it. That was the actual book. Yeah. I didn't, you know, mess with the staples or nothing. This book, I mean, the cover just kind of slid over it. But it's a complete copy of Marvel Comics #1. And
now, is that a photocopy cover, or is it an original cover that you found elsewhere? Okay.
For me, yeah. But what I did, the same thing, because like I don't want the cover to look like it's brand new, is I aged it myself. I wanted it to look more appealing, not, you know, I kind of like added like a little bit of things here and there just to kind of make it more age.
So is the back cover the original then, or did you add that?
No,
as well?
no, this one is complete. The whole back and the front is
okay.
Yeah.
It's just the inside that's complete.
To the history of comic books, that's right up there, like with the most important books that have ever been published. Would you mind reading us the right side of that blue label?
Yeah. So first appearance of the Human Torch, Kazar, Angel, Jungle Terror, and Masked Raider. Origin of Submariner and First Timely.
Yeah. First Timely, incredible. That's
This
the one that led the way.
Number 3 book. I think like Action 1, Detective 27 goes back and forth to people saying is the best. I think personally, I think this is number 3.
Can't argue with you.
Such a book, it really is.
Holy cow! Oh,
so that's my half.
That's perfect.
Oh my God! If that's your first half, man, everyone, buckle up.
Oh my goodness, that was one hell of a good way to start us off. Holy jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, for our giveaway, let's go ahead and put hashtag Holy Grails. And in honor of Things and Thangz with a Z, we'll do Grails with a Z. So Holy Grails, go ahead and get that in there, and we will do our spin to see who gets our first set of pulls from the box. In the meantime, while we're doing that, I want to remind everybody about the channel subscriber giveaway. Make sure after the show, because you don't want to miss what's coming up, you go to check the pinned video on the details on how you can enter to win the Amazing Spider-Man 298, 299. And then, of course, I'll have my usual stuff coming up on Monday with an unboxing with 2 more giant keys from Silver Age keys for the collection. Then Thursday will be a mystery box from Roscoe.
Oh,
yeah, I got one of those 5 Roscoe mystery boxes. That'll be great. Chris, what do you got coming up?
Well, in a few hours later tonight, I will be going live to do spoiling my ballot by showing everyone who I'm going to be voting for.
I'm guessing you're voting against me on all categories where we're head to head, but you'll be voting for OnlySlabs where we exist.
Well, tune in to find out if Rob's right at 7:00 Eastern tonight to see how which way I'm going to be voting for the CBC Awards. Tomorrow will be 2 cool guys, 2 hot picks. The show where Mark and myself let everyone know what our hot picks are for this upcoming New Comic Book Day. Tomorrow night on Legion of Comics, I probably will be appearing to do a spoiler look at everything that's happened in pop culture over the last week for at week's end. And Wednesday will be Show Us What You Got, a live New Comic Book Day hangout. It's an open invitation for anyone that wants to join the panel or to swing on by and hang out in the chat. What about you, Rob?
Well, I already did mine, but
okay,
we got 41 out of 49 folks have entered. Don't forget, we do ship internationally, so everybody feel free to hop in at that Holy Grails. Andres, anything from you that you've got coming up? Where you just post? I know you don't really do YouTube. You're just mostly Instagram.
Yeah, no, I don't have nothing. I don't do this is the first time I've ever done like a little show like this and stuff like that. I'm having time, but no, nothing for me, no.
Well, I hope that we're being gentle with you thus far, and we really appreciate you coming on and joining us today.
Definitely.
All right, we've got I'm seeing stagnation on the count, so let's go ahead and spin it to see who wins it. Ladies and gentlemen, sing it with us. Wheel of Fish. And our winner is
boom,
Ken Fan Comics Man. Congratulations there, sir. All right, so let's see what we're gonna do. So here's the way this works. You're gonna give me a number between 1 and 10 from the front or from the back, or we do some back to front until you tell me when to stop and we pull books. We're gonna be pulling 6 books in total.
Me.
Yeah,
you.
Okay.
You can.
So let's do number 7.
From the front or the back?
On the front.
From the front. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. I got to turn this because it's facing forward, so you can't see yet. All right. Next book.
Okay, guys, you go ahead. You do it.
I'll do number 4 from the back.
4 from the back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. 4 more books. You want to do some more of that or just some back to front?
Let's do back to front.
All right, you guys just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, there's a book in front of my finger, behind my finger, or I can pull both.
The back.
Okay. Okay, we have an extra pull book. So it's basically a do-over. Should I take the one that was in front or the other one that's behind where we're at?
Behind.
Another one from behind. Okay, there we go. All right. So we still got I pull that one out, do my math. 3 more books to go.
Okay.
So more, we'll let it ride here.
Stop.
Stop. Okay. The book in front or behind or both?
In front.
In front. Okay. Okay, 2 more.
Stop.
Okay. In front, behind, or both?
Both.
Both. Got it. Perfect. All right. Move that out of the way. Let's see what we got for Cat Fan Comics Man. First up, how about some Incredible Hulk, King Size Annual Issue 7.
Nice.
Hand of Holocaust. So Hulk's there with a Silver Surfer, an Angel.
Love it.
Oh no, it's Iceman. Iceman, sorry. It says on the cover, Iceman and Angel. Here's our book that got you your extra pull, The Return of the Valkyries.
That's a gorgeous cover.
Oh, we got another extra pull. I still got to pull an extra book. So this is Empire Savage Land. So I'm just going to reach over here and randomly, just somebody, Chris, my hand's going back and forth. Tell me when to stop.
Stop. The book
Okay,
closest to the wall.
Closest to the wall. Got it. Okay. I have no idea what I'm grabbing. There we go. Let's pull it up. And it is, holy fucking Chris, why are you pulling the good stuff out of the box? Jeez Louise. Batman. Issue number 3, First Court of Owls in cameo.
Nice.
What's that doing in the box?
Why are you pulling? I was supposed to be there for when Dr. Von Hoot won. But no, you're pulling us. No. Ladies and gentlemen, how about this is a trade paperback Ultimatum. Miles Morales Ultimatum.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice cover.
Well, here we got a Future State Green Lantern, one of the second print design variants, the first appearance of the God in Red.
Very nice.
We got Scorched issue number 1, Sylvester McFarlane cover.
Awesome.
And last but not least, probably an appropriate cover given what we've seen so far today. How about JSA number 77?
Oh, nice.
Wow. Direct from the master. That is gorgeous.
So congratulations there, Cat Fan. Some great books in your stack. I, of course, already have your information. So we will get that shipped out to you today. So you should probably have it Monday, potentially. Because that's the way that's the way we are here. Cat Fan Comics Man. All right. So we're ready to hop into our second half. Let's put you back into the position of power. And let's see what you brought us for the second half.
All right. So this one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1, first.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is glorious. Yeah. And for years, I didn't realize that was a wraparound. For years, I didn't know that was a wraparound cover.
Let's see if I can get it.
Yeah.
Right there. I think if it didn't have that, it would have hit a higher grade.
Which printing is this one?
What's that?
Which printing is? First printing? Oh,
good for you. Geez. That is fantastic.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got it right whenever like the boom happened, where this book ended up going for crazy prices. But
yeah, that Turtle fans are coming out. They're super happy.
Right.
Yeah. So this book meant a lot to me whenever I got it.
I don't know if there's a book that benefited more for its value from the COVID bubble other than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. Maybe that one-shot Raphael that jumped up massively too. But That book right there, that is one of the holiest of holy grails at this point now.
Yeah, and it's really rare too. Like that one,
Yeah.
when I was after it, I couldn't even find one, and I was like on Facebook putting posts looking for one. Finally, a guy was like, "I have one at CGC." He's like, "It's coming back to me," and there was like an auction that was happening, so he kind of wanted to see like where that one ended at to kind of like point like price. So then we ended up agreeing on a price, and yeah, I ended up getting it.
Awesome.
The next one is this one is a little different. So this one's Action Comics 468. The book really doesn't have any significance at all, but so the cover has these kids on it, and what I've heard is when Neil Adams drew the cover, he drew these kids, you know, to mimic, to look like his own personal children. So the reason why I like this book a lot is because not only did Neil Adams sign this, but his children signed it as well. It's noted here.
Oh,
It's
Wow.
from the personal collection of Neil Adams. So it's not like some crazy expensive book, but it's like a one of one. Like you would probably never see this book ever again.
Wow.
So I like it for the story. I think it's a really great book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That oftentimes on this show, I mean, we go crazy over a lot of crazy books, don't get me wrong, but we kind of talk about that sometimes it's the stories on some of these books that are just as important, if not more so. And this one, Neil Adams, obviously legend. And for to hear that, here he drew his own kids and then they all signed the book. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And from his collection as well. That is phenomenal.
Signed by Jason Adams, Joel Adams, and Neil Adams on 4/10/21, and then from the personal collection of Neil Adams.
So did you acquire this via eBay then, or did you have to make a trade for it?
An elite sale, and you know what? I paid maybe like $200 or something cheap for it. I thought it was,
You want to make a quick $50 then, man? I can hook you up with 2 for that.
what it is. I was like, I can't pass that up. That's awesome.
No.
That's awesome. Yeah. Wow.
That's a little different than, you know, that's probably the most modern book that I'm gonna have today. But I really like the story of that book, so that's why I bring it.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead. He's gonna do a couple too.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is Detective Comics 38. It's the first appearance of Robin.
Yeah! Yeah!
I believe that this is also a first here, Chris.
Yeah.
Why don't you give him a big book to show, man?
I love that you have the boy do the boy wonder.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was fabulous.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Such synergy. Oh my goodness.
Sensational
What is this?
offer. My goodness.
What is that for? Some sort? Oh, an encyclopedia
Yes.
Yeah.
or a dictionary?
Yeah.
Yes.
So be your own detective, and that is awesome. Holy cow!
Awesome. Now, I don't know if I should refer to your son as Junior, but would you mind reading us the right side of that label, please?
It says the origin and first appearance of Robin, Dick Grayson.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you know what? This whole time I forgot. I got so distracted right out of the gate. Guys, don't forget. Here, scroll across the bottom. There's the Instagram.
Right.
Things and things. Please give him a follow.
Look what he's got now. Oh my God.
Is Archie #1? Not the first appearance of Archie though.
Right.
Self-titled book.
Oh,
Wow.
Good golly. Ooh,
So
Archie-
what
Like the MLJ stuff, man, it's hard to get the Archie stuff. It really is.
When I go to cons, I'm surprised how many people are asking, hey, do you have any Archie books? Do you have any?
Yep.
I was like, wow, I didn't realize there was so many people going after.
and the amount of Archie wall books as well. Like there's so many big keys and value when it comes to those Archie books. What's the release date for this issue?
This one is 1942, winter 1942.
My
I would say
God.
this is definitely an older CBCS slab based on the label. It's a restored. Okay, it's a restored.
Okay.
I was like, I'm not used to seeing that format on how they labeled that number, so I was just curious.
Cool, but then they note it.
Yeah.
First appearance of Miss Andrews too with this one.
Wow.
And then the next one is going to be the first appearance of Archie.
Pep Comics 20.
Holy. Oh my God.
This book is really, really rare. Out of Action 1, Marvel 1, all the big, like really big characters, Archie, the first appearance of Archie, I think there's only 20-some copies on the census of this.
You know what? I played the wrong trailer thing for this one, so hold on a second.
Yeah, this is my best ever.
Thank you, Simon.
Oh my God.
I look at that. It's got the swastika and the Japanese flag on the bottom of the shoe, and
I've never seen this book before ever.
Yeah,
incredible.
Up for auction. When this one came up on Heritage, I jumped on it. I was like, I gotta have this one because like sometimes maybe there'll be like one year that'll come up, but that's it.
My God. I know I'm asking this a lot. And I only normally save it for 1 or 2 books, but would you mind reading us the right side of that label? First
appearance of Archie Andrews, Betty Cooper, and Jughead. Forsyth P. Jones, because that's Jughead's real name.
That's so much American history in your hands there, man. That is incredible.
Yeah, it's really an awesome book. There's a book that I have. It's another MLJ book.
And why do you leave the spare key to your house?
It has a preview of Archie, and it's really cool because it's not like a normal preview where it'll just have like maybe like a picture and it'll say like Archie's coming. It actually has like a little small like clip of like a little what is it called, like the boxes, like the little story, and it's like more like a real first appearance, but it's Top Notch Comics 22, and that book is even more rare than this one. I think there's only like 6 on the census, but I have a raw one at home. I should have bring it just to show you guys, open it up and show you. But it's really cool because it predates this.
Right.
Though this is the bigger book, that's still really cool, especially if you like Archie.
So that Pip is released seasonally at that point, correct? It's not a monthly book.
I can't remember if it was.
Does it say like summer?
1.
Okay, so it's a monthly book at this point. Then okay. Wow, my God, the first Arch.
Yeah, that one, like I said, that's a really rare one. I have like a sense of census numbers of first Superman, first Detective 27. If you're after like some of the bigger, more popular characters, Arch is the hardest one to get as far as scarcity goes. Yeah.
Oh my God, there it is.
Another one? Another one.
There's your record, everyone. 2 Amazing Fantasy 15s in 1 episode so far.
Oh
my goodness. Now, can you remember what's the story in your obtaining of this particular issue, this one that you have here?
So this one I had bought I won't say yet what book it was, but I had bought a bigger book from a gentleman on an elite sale.
Okay.
Kind of made like we did a payment plan on the other book, and this one had came up, and I was like, hey man, can you just add this one to my tab? And I had been in good standings with him as far as payments and stuff went, so he was like, yeah, sure. So we added this one to it too. He had, I think, like a few of these at the time.
We got people in the chat want to know if you want a second son, if you want to adopt them.
Hard work.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Whenever I see an AF-15 as a Spider-Man fan, I always stop to pay respect. That's a phenomenal book. A great grade, by the way.
So this one is a little different. This is just a page, but it's the splash page from All-Star Comics number 8. So when you open up, obviously people that know All-Star 8, she's not on the cover, right?
Correct.
So if you open up, she's like more towards the back. I think this is one of the end stories. This is the first ever picture that you would see of her. And what's really cool is not only is this the first appearance, but it also mimics Sensation Comics #1, which is her first cover appearance too.
Right.
Except she's the same way, just like this, but there's like the guys on the bottom shooting with the guns and stuff like that, and they're like ricocheting off her bracelets.
Yeah.
I mean,
not a bad one. If you're gonna have a single page, not a bad single page to have.
Right.
Holy.
Like I never got an All-Star 8. One day I still want one, but I always felt like so content having this, just because like you get to see her. It's the legit first appearance of her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even the back is cool because you get to see the Justice Society on the back.
Ooh.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah. The classic lineup already there. Just in time for her first introduction. Love it.
I'm lightheaded. You know that, Chris?
I'm gonna need a nap.
Go with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman #1.
Oh my God! No, no! Shut the front door. No way. Seriously? Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
This cover, that's why it's a 0.5. But it's a really 0.5.
Awesome.
First self-titled one.
What's the release on? The release date on this was at 1940.
Summer of 1942.
Okay.
First appearance of Ares.
Right. They didn't wait very long to put her in her own title.
First appearance of Ares. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
God of
Just
War.
The first appearance of Ares. Yeah. Who'd go on to show up in her movie? Yeah. Awesome.
I was telling a buddy of mine because I'd never really like looked at this cover very good, but there's a guy right here in the corner. It's hard to see, but look at his mustache. I told my buddy, I said, "Is that supposed to be Hitler?"
Could be.
There's that glare, but maybe right there.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep.
The infamous German toothbrush mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing him, but never know. Might be a
son of a biscuit eater. There you go.
Okay. Showcase 4.
Yeah.
Woo! 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 Woo!
For some weak ass ribs.
First Silver Age, Flash, Barry Allen.
First Silver Age. Stop.
Oh yeah,
the book that is basically this is where they say the Silver Age starts right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking like an older Wizard magazine the other day, and I was like looking at, how they'll give like the price guide in the back and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how this book was like way surpassed an AF-15. It was like before this was the big book to have in the Silver Age.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Nutty Putty. Nice.
Yeah. Nutty Putty.
The colors are still really bright on that cover.
Presents really good for a 2.5.
Yes, it does.
There's a lot of actually depending upon what the flaws are. Yeah. I find a lot of 2.5s, 3s that really present very, very well.
Yeah.
A lot of whether it's slight edge tears or whether it's some of the staples are a little bit weak or whatnot. You can get some of that stuff, but you still have a great looking cover that's not beat to heck.
Yeah, the best thing is if you don't care, is if you find one with a detached cover, because you could find like one that'll present like a 5.0, but if the cover's detached, then it'll knock you down and it'll be like a 2.5. Next one, All Flash Quarterly #1. First ever. That one's raw. I don't have the slab of that one, but this one I got from the guy I got my Archie Comics #1 from, and a few of my other books I got from him too. First,
awesome.
Flash. Unfortunately, I don't have a Flash one. That's one of the ones on my bucket list still, like a Flash Comics #1.
Austin's up. What are you going to end the show with? The first print of the Bible?
Yeah.
Our friend TJ Flash by Night Comics is passing out.
I don't know if you've seen it on Heritage that man, I can't remember the name, but it's like the first ever comic book. It's from like 1800 or something like that. That's what made me think about it when he said the Bible. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Marty says that it doesn't count because it's not slabbed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, next book, Detective Comics #1.
That one's a one.
Oh my God! What the? No freaking way!
Detective #1.
Really, really rare. You hardly ever.
Yeah.
This one, when it came up for sale, I jumped on it right away. I actually flew to Miami to get this one. I got it from TFTV Comics. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. Ramon.
I am.
Live sales and stuff too.
Before Batman.
Some other ones from Spain.
Look at that. Are you literally legit? Are we able to order a gun by mail? That's just
Look at that gun.
America.
Some other stuff.
It's not even a snub barrel. That's a straight up gun.
I love the front cover too, but it's just so basic, but it's everything that you would need.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. Okay, Chris. Say it again, buddy.
Would you mind reading us what's on the right side of that label, please?
Yeah.
It says first issue of the title DC Comics was named after Slam
Bradley.
Slam Bradley and Spy Bien.
Awesome.
So there's new fun comics, and that's the first ever DC book. But this is the first ever book named Detective Comics,
Right.
which we know today as DC.
Incredibly important.
This
Awesome.
one's really, really rare. A lot of people don't have their collection. That's a hard one to get. It really.
Yes, it is.
Hard. And then I only got 2 books left. They're gonna be like the better ones that I have in my collection.
Because you've been seeing all the low garbage so far. Oh.
Superman one. Yeah.
So the gentleman I was talking about that I got my at AF-15, this was the book. So he had this on Elite, and he was kind of doing it like an auction type thing, and it was like me and a couple other guys that were kind of bidding on it, and I ended up winning it. It's missing the back cover, unfortunately. Other than that, it's complete. This one, sad that it's missing the back cover though, because it's not an ad. It's one of those nice pinups, like the way that the back.
Right.
Yeah.
So the front cover is original for this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Missing chunks, but
but I like how they put it underneath the.
It does match up nicely.
Ends in a little bit with the page, right?
Oh, that is. Yeah, that's Superman in his own, finally in his own first title or his own title. That is phenomenal.
I think he said like not the guy that he got it from, but I think the guy that they got it from was the original owner of this book. So it hasn't exchanged hands too many times. It'll stay with me forever.
Love it. Love it.
Last book, but not least.
Definitely not least. Action Comics.
Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh my.
So this one's really special. I just got this one not too long ago too. So it's a coverless book with a facsimile cover, right? But this is the cool thing. Superman, the car, the little wheel right there, this guy on his knees, these pieces right here are all original pieces from an original Action Comics #1, which I think is the most important part of the whole cover.
Everybody knows the most important part is the little guy in the corner.
I like that. I wish he was real, because honestly, I don't know why, but I love that little guy.
Right.
But
The
he's
mo-
he's a facsimile, but the rest of it's real. Yeah,
the most important comic book ever made.
100%.
So this is a no grade conserved.
Batman guy, but I think like without this book, we wouldn't have any of these other books. Like,
Right, I 100% agree. Superman is the man, like first, and wow. Would you mind reading us everything that's on that label? Just like everything, like when it was made, obviously Siegel and Schuster, and the right side of the label, because this is only the second time we've ever had Action 1 on this show, and it almost brings a tear to my eye because it's just so important and so special.
It really is. And I remember when me and him went to one of the bigger cons. We hadn't been to a bigger con here. They don't really have like, Comic Connect or stuff doesn't come to our cons. We have like little small ones. But anyway, we seen one of these books, and me and him just sat there and we stared at it for so long. And he ended up asking Vincent from Comic Connect if he could hold it, and he let him hold it. I was really surprised. It wasn't, it wasn't one like this. It was like a blue label. I can't remember what grade it was, but it was just like a really, really nice experience because, like, I feel like how you feel. Like this book means so much, to any comic collector. And just looking at it and being able to see like something like this exists with only, like 50 copies or whatever. It's just such an amazing book. It really is.
Okay, so who do we got as a creative team on that bad boy?
We got Jerry Siegel and Fred Gardner story, Fred Gardner and Bernard Bailey art, Joe Shuster cover and art, origin and first appearance of Superman, first appearance of Lois Lane and Zatara.
I'm just speechless.
You could like, if you look real good, you could see where it's cut out too.
Yeah.
So it says, let me read you the label. It says, conservation includes leaf casting to interior, coverless, cover and centerfold are color copies, married original front cover pieces attached to color copy cover with tape.
Wow.
I always wanted an Action 1, and I thought, like, if I could ever get a coverless one, I would be 100% happy with that. But when this one came up, I, like, absolutely had to have it. And I never sell my stuff, and for this book, I even sold some of my books, too, because I was like, no other book matters except for this book. So I did whatever I could to get it because having a coverless one is one thing, but to having this that's original on it was like, it's almost like having the real cover on it.
I love that. Did I miss anything?
Now, do you know off the top of your head how many copies are actually on the census? Is it less than 200?
Oh yeah, there's only like, I think it's like 50. I have it on my phone.
Okay.
I think it's like I think they say like with raw copies and everything, they said probably like around 100.
Yeah.
But I think I think it's like 70 maybe. I can't remember, but it's like around 50 to 70 copies.
Right. And I know a few issues actually have their own, their own history. Like obviously the Rocket Ship one, the Nicolas Cage edition. Like a lot of them have their own history that comes with it, but it doesn't matter. Action 1 is Action 1, man. That is
definitely.
Wow. Congratulations, my man.
All right.
That's a hell of a collection.
Question. Let's see here. Action Comics 1. We got to go to we got to find the right version of it.
So DVH just dropped 78. He checked yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough. That's probably faster than I'm going to get to find it because Action Comics 1, there's like a billion reprints and everything else, and it's helping me quickly.
I think it's around 70 now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, they're saying like 78. Somebody looked at it yesterday. That probably like all restored blue labels and everything. And then of course, how many CBCS ones are there per, and then
blue label probably only like 50, I think.
Yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of restored books on that.
Yeah. dentist that has like a big raw collection. He's supposed to have like one of the highest graded ones. It's raw, but it's supposed to be like a 9.0 plus. He's like really like, he doesn't show his stuff. Not too many people even know who that guy is.
I'm sure some people would argue that there's a more important comic book in the history of comic books, but I'm not interested in their argument. Action Comics 1 is the most important comic book ever made. That's good for you, man. What a collection. What a collection.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show. I mean, I knew you had some good books, but I had no idea. And I'm truly thankful for you coming on the show today and bringing those.
Both of you, man. Yes. Junior brought up the Robin. That was awesome too.
Holy Toledo. All right. Well, we wrap things up for everybody here. Let's go ahead and throw up for our next giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, spent. Hashtag spent. I don't know what else would do us any better than that. I want to remind you all, because I know we've been so distracted by all the eye candy. Don't forget, there's still time to get any. If you want to get a super chat in there to help with Comics Curing Cancer, do that. Follow at Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram. The big event coming up October 20th through the 22nd. There'll be lots of entertainment and everything else. And of course, it'll all culminate on our big auction on Sunday. Again, if you have anything that you think that you'd like to donate to Comics Curing Cancer for us to either use as the auction or on the prize wheel, we'll go ahead, reach out to myself or Comics Curing Cancer or DJ Links or Mark at Legion of Comics. We'll be happy to get you the information. For those of you guys who don't know what the event is, you weren't part of it last year. As long as I'm giving people opportunities, so I'll give you a quick rundown. Essentially, what will happen is during the event, will start on Friday. We'll kick it off over on Legion of Comics channel, and we'll have different. The event will go from different channels across different channels. We will have a schedule that will be posted, and we'll have links that are up. All the best place to go is, of course, at Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram. We'll have it there, and during each of the different shows, there may be different mini auctions. They might have mystery boxes for sale. They might have other stuff. I know like this show will be part of the event, but during this show we will be talking about the stuff and encouraging people to just kind of like a pledge drive type of thing. And anyone in those first 2 days who makes a donation of a cumulative donation of $50 or more will get put on our donor wheel, and we'll have a bunch of items that were donated that will be part of our donor prize wheel. And for Saturday night, we will spin the wheel and get a name, and then we'll spin a wheel to get a prize. We'll match them up and as a thank you gift for your donation. Then, of course, on Sunday will be the big auction, where we'll have a lot of slabs, original artwork, all types of stuff that will be available for auction right here on this channel. I thank you very much, Mark from Legion of Comics, for the super chat. We appreciate you very much on that. Reminding everybody about all that. So here we go. Mark's a big toy guy, so
bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me. No.
Lord Helmet Black! You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
Did you see anything? No, I didn't see you playing with your dolls. Okay.
That's right. All right, so cool. I see a lot of people getting their hashtags in. We got 43 out of 49, so that's pretty darn good. Thank you. I don't remember if it was my idea originally, but I appreciate it nonetheless. All right, so let's go ahead and spin it. Let me get the right tab up, and no need to sit. Thank you for clip number 3. Oh, C3. Okay, got it. Cool. Thank you. Is that another? Oh, it was another super
it's
chat.
Another one.
All right. Before I get the
money around.
All right. Well, I didn't do the original, so let's get the original.
You get one anyway, Mark.
There you go. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and spin this one. Bang. And our winner for this, our final giveaway of the day is...
He says dolls in the movie.
Boom. PSN
Green
Green Hulkster. Congratulations there, sir. All right, let me grab the box of comics.
Watch your back.
All right. Let's hide this. Let's put myself big. I was wrong that way. All right. Chris, you know how we do it, man. Let's pull some books from the Green Hulkster.
In honor of my birth month, let's go 9 from the front, 9 from the rear.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
All right. For the fact that both my parents were also September babies, let's go 9 from the front one more time. Look at that look. We were born in January. All right, let's let it ride, Rob. And stop. And let's just take the one book closest to the wall. Okay, we're going to let it ride. And stop. And both of those books, Rob. That should be 6.
Indeed. All right.
Watch your back.
Oh.
All right, PSN Green Hulkster, this is for you.
Oh, holy cow. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, good books. Congratulations there, Green Hulkster. No. First book up there, Age of Conan, Valeria, issue 1.
That is some nice artwork.
How about Kamandi?
Oh, wow.
Issue number 17.
Some 70s love right there.
Batman Joker Warzone.
That's a nice cover.
Love it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah! Yeah!
So PSN Green Hulkster, a henchman, or only slab shirt, or actually you can have your choice. Let me know. You gotta let me know. You're gonna have to let me know what size shirt you need. But you can have a henchman shirt, or you can have a Comics Curing Cancer shirt.
Awesome.
Spike.
That's awesome too.
Buffy issue number 10.
Yes.
Another JSA book, issue 74 there, featuring Hawkman and Hawkwoman.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
That's a nice cover.
And Ross
This is the book that I know that PSN Green. This book has been in here for a long time, and I've been amazed that this book has not been pulled out yet. I think it's an absolute fabulous cover. It's so old that it actually still has the 2 Pokemon cards still in here from Shattered Glass Comic Reviews. This is a signed book, signed by Paul Mounts. It's Immortal Hulk 18.
Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous.
A Virgin variant featuring the Hulkbuster.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why Rob does this to his own collection, but congratulations, man. That is fire.
Yeah, this is a fire cover, and I've been like so shocked that this book has not come out yet. So congratulations, PSN Green Hulkster, because I know that you're a Hulk fan. Obviously, the Hulkbuster armor, just awesome cover, and of course a signed book to boot. There's a COA in there from IRF Authentics. Congratulations, sir. Phenomenal. And I see you want a C3 large. Got it. I will make a notation of that. Obviously, the shirt will come later because I have to order it and get it printed because I don't keep inventory here. They're print on demand. Speaking of which, if you guys want your own Comics Curing Cancer shirt, Fat Stack shirt, whatever, you can go to Fat Stacks merch. You can see all the new Comics Curing Cancer designs there. And then, of course, go to Fat Stacks merch. All sales of OnlySlabs, Fat Stacks merch, or Comics Curing Cancer merch on the channel, on the shop, all goes to Comics Curing Cancer. Although, don't use that code. I got to redo this. Apparently, that code has expired. But Henchman if you look in your channel membership, there is a special henchman discount code. So you can get a little bit of a discount for being a channel member. Also, don't forget, guys, if you want to support Comics Curing Cancer and you're looking for have some books pressed, maybe check out theroguetraderutah.com. You can use the code FATSTACKS at checkout to receive 20% off your pressing, and every time you use the code, $10 is donated to Comics Curing Cancer, and that 20% off includes his already discounted bundles, so you can really save big by using that code FATSTACKS. So thank you very much to the Rogue Trader for being a partner and supporting Comics Curing Cancer. Next week, guys, we'll be back again like we do every Saturday. Like a Comic Pro, sorry, you're up next, brother.
No pressure.
It's not a contest.
No pressure. No pressure. You're only following in Action Comics 1. No pressure.
Oh yeah, among other things.
He's a good dude.
Among a Superman one and a Batman one, and there was a lot of firsts on this show. Again, I can't thank you enough, sir. I hope that you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, I did.
And
Junior
maybe,
as well.
Yeah, and maybe down the road you'd be interested in coming back on again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
We won't necessarily expect the same level,
right?
Every single time.
Unless you get Detective Comics 27.
There you go. Maybe by then I'll have that or Flash One or something.
There you go. Guys, everybody, thank you so much for coming on out and joining us again. Wrong thing. There's his thing, Things N, the letter N, Thangz with a Z on Instagram. Please give him a follow. Link is also down below in the description. Thank you so much to everyone who came on out. The chat was popping like crazy. Until next time, guys, collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.